Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a question number 10, October 11, 13 variant. Okay, have a look. What is the math question he asking? Area of shaded part. So this is area he asked about. He did not ask about X or Y, but I can think about X axis. So look at here. If I integrate this equation of curve, I get a full area till X axis. If I integrate this equation of line, I get a white area. If I subtract them, I get the shaded area. So plan is so simple. So let's try to fulfill the plan. So shaded area, part first. So how to get shaded area? So shaded area. So lower limit is basic formula for the area. I'm writing it now here. Area formula basically is given here below x1 above x2 y dx. So same formula, I'm using it now, but one time upper curve, one time lower curve. Okay, upper is this, I'm using this one. So root of x plus 1 minus this part, x plus 1 n dx. And what's the limit? You know, if we talk about this one, so lower limit is -1, upper limit is 0. So -1, 0, -1, 0. So just simplify now, get ready. What is the root is called half. So I'm just replacing it this half. So same thing. Increase the power by 1. I got 3 by 2 and divided by 3 by 2 into base derivative. This is 0, this is 1. So 1 I must multiply here. And limit is -1 to 0. And what about this no bracket? Some student think is a bracket here. No. Don't deal with the bracket. Some writing here 1. Not at all. You will deal them separate. So x become x squared by 2 and 1 become x. I think this point is very clear. And you'll basically, what is this writing way? When a 1 over 3 by 2, it flips, becomes 2 by 3. I'm writing 2 by 3 outside or inside. No issue at all. And please spend extra time in simplification. Don't put limits so early. Otherwise, chance of mistake. You may ask one question. Can I bring this to outside? Answer is no. Because this is a collective for the all. I can bring outside. But this is a partially fraction, not a whole. That is why you can't bring it outside. So when I plug in 0 here, 1 to power 3 by 2 is 1. Minus formula. When I plug in -1 plus 1, 0, it becomes 0. So this answer becomes 2 by 3. Let's talk about the other one. When I plug in 0, 0, so it becomes 0 plus 0 is 0. When I plug in -1 whole values, I got a 1 by 2 minus 1. And finally, I got this one negative half with plus half, and we got negative half. So I got a finally negative half. And if I check it, so 2 by 3 and minus half, I got a 1 by 6 unit square area. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, first part is completely over. So let's talk about the volume part. And what is the volume part? So area formula, you are familiar. If I write same formula here, here I'm writing same formula. So same formula area, but just only 2 changes I will make it. One is here I write a volume, pi outside and square of y is called volume. But he said this along parallel to, around x-axis. But he talk about y-axis. So every variable x become y and y will becomes x. So this x1, x2 will turn to be y1, y2. This y square will turn. Students, this disconnection came, but anyway, this is the area wall formula. And what is the volume formula? We copy as it is, everything same. You know it very well. Okay. And just small changes, we do it. What are changes? Here, volume, I write here. Outside pi and square of y. And if this is about x-axis. But if I want to take about y-axis volume, so what the technique we use? Every x become y value and y becomes x value. So volume formula will turn to be pi. This x1, x2 will turn to be y1, y2. y1, y2. And this y square will become x square. And dy and x become dy. So let's start. But problem is that he said about y-axis. So our concern is from this end, limit 0 to 1, and this is called upper curve, and this is a deal as a lower, because this full about y axis we have to consider. So see from this end. Okay, so I think point is clear. This deal as upper one. So let's start. Y equal to root of x plus 1. We need to make x subject. You can see from here, we have to make x subject. So squaring both sides, y square equal to x plus 1. 1 come on this end, so x got a subject. This one very clear. Equation number 1 ready for it. How to deal with this one, students? So nothing hard. 1 come on this end. I got y minus 1. So this is a second equation. So let's start. So how to get a volume? So naturally here I'm going to write pi, here y1, here y2, here x squared dy minus, here y1, here y2, here x to power dy, okay. Now student, let's start. What is upper equation? Upper equation is this, y squared minus 1, y squared minus 1. So I'm copying it, y squared minus 1. So when I copy it here, y squared minus 1, so this is in the place of this one. So I will put power 2 on top. And lower limit, let me decide upper limit, lower limit. So so discussing, so 0's lower limit, upper limit is 1, because we deal about y1, so 0 and 1. Same story here, students, 0 to 1. But I will put what in the bracket? That is obviously y minus 1. So y minus 1, I'm writing now here. So I hope so up till here, points is very clear. So let's see how we can complete it. How we can complete and get the final answer. Just a minute, please. Let me finalize it. Yeah, this is correct. Okay, let's complete it. Now, question come in our mind. Very interesting question. Whenever this is the linear base, because y power is 1. What is the power of y is 1. So no expansion required. I can do directly integration, but here is not power 1, power 2. I am bound to expand it. I am bound to expand, and squaring identity I apply here. So this y square will come first to bracket, this 1 will go next to bracket, but don't say negative, only 1. So this is done. Second part, I'm not expanding. No, don't waste time in expanding. If expand, not wrong, but we don't expand, we can linear base. So this becomes y to power 4, 2y squared plus 1 dy. And here I got y minus 1 to power 2 dy. So let's start integration. Increase the power by 1. So 5 by 5. Increase the power by 1. So 3 by 3 and y. And this is done 0 to 1 limit. And what about this? Increase the power by 1. We got 3 by 3 into base derivative. That is a 1 because y has a 1. So I'm going to plug in every y replaced by 1, 1, 1, and then 0, 0, 0. 1 by 5 minus 2 by 3 plus 1. This is called upper limit, and lower limit is naturally 0. What this pi, 3 will come outside, make question easier. When I plug in 1 here, 1 minus 1 is giving us 0. When I plug in 0 here, I get negative 1 to power 3, which give us negative 1. That's it. And if I check it, the first part, students, first part is coming what? Hold on, 1 by 5 minus 2 by 3 and plus 1. It giving me 8 over 15 pi. And this is a negative, negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, pi by 3. So minus 1 by 3, and answer is turned to be 1 over 5 pi unit cube. So I believe the point is very, very clear. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You got a full concept of question, and question is completely over.